Okay. Hi, I'm Jenny, and today I have the privilege of speaking with one of our math teachers, Mrs. Rainey.
Hi. So I teach three math classes for my fun science. One class is 2468. That's the actual name of it. 2468. You can learn to do math great. And that is for students who really need that firm foundation of the basic math skills. So it could be anywhere from a student who is maybe in fourth grade or fifth grade, or a student who maybe is in eighth or ninth grade and still need, or 10th grade even, and still needs those basic concepts ingrained in their mind. And so for that class, it's only a semester long, and we do it for 90 minutes every week. And we just review and learn and practice new skills or old skills, just to make them better in their memory, so that the students can remember them better and learn how to work with the fractions, decimals, percents, things like that, whole numbers, everything, just backwards and forwards. And we just do a lot of different games and have different methods that that I teach them. So that class is a really fun class, and it coincides with any other math class that a student would be taking. So it's not the only math class they should have for the school year, because it's only for one semester in the spring. And so I've had a lot of students who in the past. I also teach middle school math, which is obviously for grades in the middle area, sixth, seventh, eighth. And those kids, if they start off at the beginning of the year in the middle school math class, a lot of times they'll say, uh-oh, I'm not very good, or I'm not as good as I should be with my decimals or my fractions. And then they'll add on the 2468 math class in the spring. So that helps out a lot. If they just all of a sudden realize they need a little extra boost here. So yeah, it's awesome. It I have had kids that I tutor kids from in my house. I'm here in North Carolina, in Raleigh, and they've done the different programs that are out there. They've done the online classes with other things. They've done textbook things that you can purchase and watch a CD. They've bought just the workbooks. I mean, there's so many choices, but ultimately, um, to be able to communicate with a person and to make friends within the
Right.
classroom, it's more enjoyable. I mean, it's boring to watch a video and you're not socializing, you're not doing anything with anybody else. And when we're in class, we're always talking, chatting. If you want to put on your camera, you can. I don't make the students do that. Some of them don't want to turn on the camera. That's fine. And we do a lot of chatting through text on the screen. There's a chat box that we talk through there. And they just participate. They write on the board. They, answer questions, either text or audio, or, by matching or whatever on the screen. So just imagine being in a real live classroom. That's what it's like. Is there's actually a screen that's separate from just my video, that we can all write on and do assignments on and do things on and practice and whatever. And along with that, we do other fun things that's outside of the classroom, but still within it, so to speak. Like Kahoots and quizzes and things like that, where it's all a game. It's a math game. And we do that. I try to do one of those every class session. So it takes, maybe 6 minutes or something, but it's fun and it's all math, and it gets them all involved and they get to answer questions and compete in a nice way. um,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I only see their scores. Nobody else is seeing it, until the very end, but we see the winner. But other than that, it goes by really fast. 90 minutes, it's quick. Also, a lot of programs that are online, you just show up, right? And you just watch the video, or if it's a live thing, you watch it. In my classes, each student is given a PDF, a worksheet to print. So they actually are participating at their desk. So they're writing down the problem. I'm
Right.
asking them questions. They're chatting the answer to me. If the answer's 5, they'll put 5, but then they're also writing it on their paper. And, periodically I'll say, okay, now you're going to take a picture of that worksheet, send it to me. It's going to be 100 if you have done it properly.
Awesome.
We use colored pencils and stuff. And I say, okay, I'm going to choose pink, but you guys choose blue, whatever. I utilize all of those tools, because it helps the students to remember when they leave me. Use your notes to answer the questions that are going to be graded in the grade book. use your notes. It's not cheating. This is your notes. I want you to use them. Go back and look at them. Because why? Because that's how we remember things.
Right.
Just staring at me talking is not going to help you with math at all.
Right.
And if you don't give them something to actually fill in, they're not going to just on their own initiate, writing down the problems and stuff. So I go ahead and so the parents can print all this out ahead of time. They come to class, it's usually one sheet or maybe two sheets, front and back, whatever, per class. And the kids just, if they didn't have it, I think they would be lost because you just can't do math without writing it down. And so many programs nowadays are, even like Khan Academy is awesome, but you still aren't writing anything down. You're still looking at the screen when you're answering the questions. And I know they've got a screen on there that you can work. It's just not the same. It's just not the same as actually, putting pen to paper and yeah.
So what would you say your availability, if a student has a question during the week, are you available for questions during the week?
Yes. And I actually give them my text number. So, I mean, everybody has a phone nowadays, just about, or tablet, something you can send a message and they'll just text me, hey, number 5, da, da, da. And I'll just send them back an answer, whatever. I mean, obviously they can email me, but if I'm out and about, I'm not checking my email. So yeah, so it's pretty much instant feedback. Or if something's not working or let's say they were sick and they couldn't come to class, they would send me a message. I'm not gonna be there today, and I might get that 10 minutes before class starts. So, or I can't log in. And, and then we have to use the technology to our advantage.
Right. Touching back with parents, you said something about the parents don't really have, to know, or like, what's the parents' role in your class? So you teach on Mondays. I think math can be intimidating for parents. So sometimes they could worry, like, do I need to teach my kid Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or what is my role in this? What would you say to a parent as far as that?
Excellent question. Well, okay, so let's split up the 3 classes that I teach. So the semester long class, which is the 2, 4, 6, 8, you can learn to do math great. That's actually on Tuesdays. That is a supplemental class. So the parents should have been already doing something else, whatever it is they started with at the beginning of the school year in August.
Right.
But as regards to my class, they should not have to do anything other than if I say, I would send them an email, hey, Johnny did not do his last assignment. Then the parent can come in there and say, okay, let me see. What'd you not do?
Right.
Other than that, they shouldn't have anything to do with the assignments in the classroom. But I want them to be ready for the next year. That's always the goal, is to be ready for the next year, whoever your teacher is, whether it's me or somebody else.
So working on strong foundational skills that will help them the following. That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.